What's the word? What's the word? Man, my bad. I said I was gonna do a book review every week and I haven't been doing it. My bad. But we're here. So this week we're gonna talk about The Initiates of the Flame by Manly P. Hall. Now, if you can see, this book is not that big. My bad, that was the back. This book I got back in 2020 when everybody was down, going crazy, losing their shit, like many of us have. I can only account for myself. But yeah, crazy time. This was one of the books that made it through the fire. Definitely deep in Masonic lore. It definitely Masonic. And this little book right here is going to just unlock some of those keys and some of those riddles that we've all wanted to know. Like, perfect example, the Ark of the Covenant. Everybody wants to know what the Ark of the Covenant is, and they think it's this chest or whatever or whatnot. But in Masonic lore, I'm talking about, this is a 33rd degree Mason. Shout out to the 33. I'm a 33 life path, destiny number 6, numerology shit. You know, if you're not into numerology, Masonic shit, this is not for you, but this is something that is passed down, has been passed down from all the mystery religions of the world, individually and cosmically. The Ark represents the fountainhead of wisdom. The fountainhead of wisdom. So there's people think it's underground and it was hidden and this and that. And it's crazy. And it says lost because of crystallization. The sacred ark, and surrounded by those faithful to the truth, carry it into their lands and among their people. So the Ark of the Covenant is pretty much a bunch of truth, like the truth. Like, most of the shit in this book and these Masonic lore is all about truth and being someone who can carry on traditions of the truth. Another one in this book, the mystery of the Sphinx. Everyone knows there was a riddle of the Sphinx. So all these monumental buildings that you see throughout history, Masons built them. And it was, it's along the path of enlightenment how you get to build these gigantic structures, because you have to know certain knowledge. You have to be, well restrained, disciplined. Riddle of the Sphinx. It says, I am the bodies. If you would go on to the temple, you must master me, for I am within you. The Sphinx again symbolizes man, with the mind and spirit of the human rising out of the animal desires and emotions. It is the riddle of the ages, and man is once more the answer. So it's man. Man is the riddle of the Sphinx. The structure of the Sphinx has the face of a man, but the body of an animal, a beast. Because man can be a beast, but it can also be a majestic being. It says we see the Sphinx in the inverted sacrum, also in the inverted Masonic keystone. All this is very interesting, but unless we realize the inner meaning of it, its true value is lost. But it is not chance that these things should be so. Most of you have heard of the dweller on the threshold, the creature built by our own actions and mistakes. Well out of Egypt's desert, it stands and bars the way to the pyramid, the temple of the higher man. And the message that it gives to the world is, I am the bodies. If you will go onto the temple, you must master me. You must master me, for I am within you. You must master the beast. Oh, like the Egyptian crook and the flail. So these things, you see those, the crook, the flail, and I believe that's the scepter. It's a scepter. And you see these on the Egyptians like this when they laid in a sarcophagus, right? Okay, the scepters of Egypt. These are the 3 bodies that are the tools with which we are to build our temple. The body is the temple, right? When they are mastered, they are the living proof of our right to kingship. So you're not a king unless you can control these things in your body, like your mind. You can't master your temple. You have no reason to be king. We're conscious instruments in the hand of a ready writer. willing and proud to do the work of those with whom through knowledge and truth they had attuned themselves. Knowledge and truth, they had attuned themselves to knowledge and truth. So to be king means you have to master that beast within you. It wasn't just, I got money, I'm the king. Nah, you got to master the truths and this wisdom that is heavy on you. You got to like, man, this shit is deep. This little ass book, Initiates of the Flame, is so fucking deep. One of my favorite little books. Like, I wish like I could just give it to my daughter and be like, yo, man, this is dope. But she's not gonna, they're not into no shit like 13-year-olds are not into no shit like this. I'd be really into this shit because this is like this is like my Dungeons and Dragons. Like for me getting nerded out right now, this is like my Dungeons and Dragons. Man, the Initiates of the Flame. And I like the symbol on there. It's like a pyramid with a flame right there, which is the alchemical symbol for fire. And I'm a fire sign too, I'm a Leo. August 12th, 84, Leo 3. Many later pharaohs were degenerate and of little account. It is only the early pharaohs we now list among priest kings. So most of the pharaohs, the original pharaohs, were priest kings. A priest king was somebody who understood the religion, the culture. They weren't just brute force. So I'm the king and I'm a murder motherfuckers. It wasn't about that. It was not about that. It was about the priesthood, and being a priest and then the king. Like you had to be like how they have like how religion is supposed to be. Like not being the pedophile, being the righteous man, and not being controlled by greed, like most of these pastors and shit are nowadays. Discipline, that restraint that real the priest kings had. Man, even the symbol of the apron. Y'all see it on Google. They use the apron. The Masonic apron. Let's see. In the triangle, we see spirit descending into the square of matter. Let us so purify matter that spirit may shine through it and make us lights to guide the footsteps of humanity. This is all Masonic, like I just told you. Like this symbol is the alchemical symbol for fire. And this is the fire descending into matter. And come on, man, like this shit is, you see the little spark right there? That's the spark. Man, this book is the shit. Manly P. Hall, if you fuck with Masonic knowledge, yeah, man, this is definitely dope. I'll take the introduction and I'll be done with that. I just want to do a quick book review. I don't want to go make it be long-winded, but man, this is one of my favorite books because it teaches you a lot of shit. Like even the Excalibur sword, the whole riddle, about the sword being stuck in. It's all symbolic. It's all about man and him merging your mind with some shit. Man, it's just mastering yourself, your temple, just everything. Just like they talk about semen retention, shit like that. So, Initiates of the Flame. This is the introduction. I'm gonna leave y'all with the introduction, and I'm done with the book review. Few realize that even at the present stage of civilization in this world, there are souls who, like the priests of the ancient temples, walk the earth and watch and guard the sacred fires that burn upon the altar of humanity. Purified ones they are, who have renounced the life of the spirit in order to guard and protect the flame. That spiritual principle in man, now hidden beneath the ruins of his fallen temple. Degeneracy. Extreme porn, child pornography, all this weird ass shit that's going on. As we think of the nations that are past of Greece and Rome and the grandeur that was Egypt or Kemet, we sigh as we recall the story of their fall. And we watch the nations of today not knowing which will be the next to draw its shroud around itself and join that great ghostly file of peoples that are dead. But everywhere, even in the rise and fall of nations, we see through the haze of materiality. I didn't even know that was a word. Materiality, justice, everywhere we see reward. Not of man, but of the invincible one, the eternal flame. So just this, I highlight degeneracy, lust, and passion, hates, and fears crept into the souls of Greece and Rome, and the black magic overshadowed Egypt. The light upon the altar grew weaker and weaker. The priest lost the word, the name of the flame. Little by little, the flame flickered out, and as the last spark grew cold, a mighty nation died, buried beneath the dead ashes of its own spiritual fire. Man, if that ain't, I don't know how deep you need to go. Like, it's certain books that don't need to be this big, huge book to give you some shit. This book, I recommend you to read it if you're into the truth, you into the knowledge. If you're a keeper of that flame, as obviously as I am, because once I touch the book, it's like, oh shit, you're one of us now. You can't go back. It's like Dick Gregory said, once you put the glasses on, you can't take them off. You can't force nobody else to wear them. And that's it. Keepers of the Flame. I'm just being me. I'm dropping my shit. This is what it is. Initiates of the Flame, Manly P. Hall. Go get the book. It's like $8 on Amazon. And it's very ancient. I think Manly P. Hall, he passed away in 1990. He wrote this in 1922. Dude was born in like the late 1800s. But anyway, go get the book. Shit was dope. Fuck. And I fucks with it. I fuck with that type of information. The knowledge, the shit was dope. And yeah, that's it. And that's my take. That's my book review. Peace.